Welcome to the MDDA's grant funding online application system. The online application system will ask you questions that will determine if you meet these criteria and reject your application if you do not. Phase 1. Let's now start on Phase 1. Click on the link on the website and this will take you straight into Phase 1 of the application process. The first screen asks for your registered organization name. The next question is organization trading name, which refers to the name of the media project for which you are applying for funding. In some cases, the registered organization name and the name of the media project will be the same. The next questions are organization phone number, preferably the landline, but if this is not available, the cell phone that is used as the media project's contact number. Fax number and website address only need to be entered if you have a fax and website. Now let's complete the contact person's details. This is the main contact who will receive the link to Phase 2 and all other correspondence, so please ensure their details are correct. This is followed by details for the alternative contact person. Once you have completed this screen, hit Next. Take note that if all required fields are not completed, you will not be taken to the next screen until you have completed them. Those required fields not completed will be indicated in red text. The next screen asks for your organization or media project's address, both the postal and physical address. If they are the same, just click Same when completing either the postal or physical address for the other to be completed automatically. Hit Next, making sure you have completed all required fields. From here on, you are also given the opportunity to go back to the previous screen if you are concerned you may have given incorrect information. You have now reached the third and final screen to the completion of Phase 1. The questions you answer on this screen are critical as they will determine which questions you will be asked in Phase 2. For example, the first question is, what is the primary media product you are applying for? The drop-down menu will give you 4 choices. If you select the 4th choice, Other, you will be disqualified as the MDDA only funds community broadcast, community media that is either print or digital, or small commercial media, print or digital. Once you have selected one of these 3, the system will ask you whether you are radio or TV if you are broadcast project. If you are a community or small commercial media print or digital project, please select what is your primary project. Is it mainly print or mainly digital? We recognize that some projects are a combination of both print and digital, but we will ask you that question in Phase 2. You are then requested to give the location of your project using the drop-down menu. Finally, the system asks you compliance questions. For example, if you are a community media project, it asks you what type of organization you are, NPO, NGO, CBO or Section 21. If you are a small commercial media project, are you a closed corporation, private company or sole proprietorship? Not all fields are required to be completed, such as tax compliance status PIN, but we urge you to complete them to provide us with a greater understanding of your media project. You should also note that answers to certain of the compliance questions will disqualify you from proceeding to apply for a grant fund. For example, if you answer no to having a valid tax clearance certificate, or you indicate that you are owned by a commercial media entity or individual, political party or government. Similarly, if you are a community broadcast project and you answer no to having an ICASA license, you will be disqualified. As highlighted in the introduction, please check the minimum qualifying criteria to apply for an MDDA grant. Now that you have completed all the required fields on this 3rd screen of Phase 1, press Submit. If you meet the minimum qualifying criteria, a link for Phase 2 will be sent to the email you provided for the contact person. However, if you do not meet the minimum qualifying criteria, you will receive a rejection notice. Phase 2. Click on the link you have received via email. This phase will now ask you for more detailed information about your media project. For example, are you a new or existing project? How long have you been in operation? What is your media objective and proposed or existing area of coverage. As with Phase 1, not all fields are required to be completed, but you are urged to complete all of them to give us a better understanding of your media project. If you have not completed all required fields, as with Phase 1, you will not be allowed to proceed to the next screen. Those fields required to be filled will be indicated with red text. The next screen of Phase 2 asks you about your proposed or existing languages of broadcast or publishing and your target market. Please ensure to complete the percentages for all languages, including other, even if the percentage is 0. Once this screen is completed, click on Next. If you are a broadcast project, you will be asked more questions about how regularly you are broadcasting and your ICASA license details. Once again, when entering languages of broadcast according to your ICASA license, please complete percentages for all languages, including other, even if the percentage is 0. The final screens asked you to upload the required documentation. Unless indicated as not required, the system will not allow you to submit the application without all documents uploaded. In order to speed up uploading, where possible, upload the documents as a low-resolution but readable PDF. Click on Submit. You will receive an automatic acknowledgement letter with a project number that you should use in all future correspondence with the MDDA on your grant funding application. Congratulations! Your application has now been entered into the MDDA project system and will now be processed for potential submission to the MDDA Board for grant funding.